It is warm already. It's showing 30 on the van and it's only 10 past 8 in the morning. I started early this morning because I had to go around a commercial site doing a load of Legionella remedial, so I was on site for 5. To be fair, I didn't actually price it for out of hours work, but I think I've done okay anyway because I allowed myself 6 hours and it's only 8:15 now. So I was on site 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is not too bad. Some of it, you never did quite know with dead legs and Legionella remedial how long they're going to take. But I did. If I'd known I was doing it out hours, I'd have charged a little bit more. So they've done okay on that, I think, and I've done okay. Next one I'm going to is a problem in a restaurant. The water's running all the time to the toilet or something. So we'll go and have a look at that. They should be open by the time I get there. I think they open about 9, but there'll probably be staff on site from about 8:30. So we'll go and have a look at that one, see what that one is, and then this afternoon or later I want to get that one done. We've got a load of, I've got a soil pipe to alter that I didn't get sorted last time, and systems to fit for concealed units. So yeah, we'll go and have a look at them as well, depending what else comes in. But yeah, it's so hot already this morning. Luckily this van's got decent air conditioning. I actually forgot to say welcome to the channel. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. This first job, the ball valve was just getting stuck. When I arrived on site, it was actually stuck in the closed position with the system empty. So I assume at some point it's been getting stuck fully open, so it's been overflowing all the time. This was a traditional siphon, so there's no way it can be a flush valve washer or anything like that. I think I actually worked on this before. You can normally tell when I've worked on them because I generally put the Dudley 2-part ones in, so if they ever go wrong on the siphons, you can split them out. I used to fit these Fluid Master ball valves, but I just fit these Viva 4-in-1s. This one was just a bread and butter job really, nice easy one, all plumbers like these. Nice quick ball valve change, gets the job sorted, customer's happy. The next job I'll show you after this, I did make an error with the filming. I think the heat was getting to me. I had the camera in the wrong mode, as you'll see in the video. It was the most interesting part as well. I'm an absolute idiot. But yeah, let me know when you spot the mistake, and yeah, we'll carry on with the video. Cheers for watching. Just while I'm finishing this bit off, I'll tell you a quick story. Somebody called me a complete technical wizard at toilets the other day. Well, I assume that's what they meant anyway. I'm thinking about getting some t-shirts made up as merch. I'll show you a quick one I've made up on ChatGPT. Let me know what you think, and would you buy this? Oh, she's wham. Let's get a drink. Get a drink. Temperatures is showing. It's only showing 27 now, but I've been parked in the shade. I just decided to put a new ball valve in that. I think I probably put a new siphon in that last year. You generally say when I've been to them because I always fit them turbo edges. But the ball valve was just getting stuck. I used to fit them Fluid Masters, but I fit the Viva 4-in-1s now. I think they're just a better valve. So when I arrived on it, it was just stuck empty, and then I tried jiggling it, and then it was just getting stuck full, so it had been running all the time. There's no way else that can overflow with it being a siphoning and not a flush valve. The only thing it can be is the ball valve, so I just put a new Viva 4-in-1 in. Easy job really. We're going to do them toilet systems next. My shoulders are really sunburnt. I went walking on Sunday, it was the bank holiday weekend. I went up to North Yorkshire, one of my favourite places. I left my house just after 5. I got there for 7:30. I parked up at Gothland Station, walked over the top to Darno and back down onto the rail trail, and I went to see Omaha, which is the first oil-driven steam engine. So it's not powered by coal; it's powered by where the coal would be in the tender. It's got a big oil tank, and that's what produces the steam. So it's cheaper for them to run, and it doesn't create sparks, so they can run it all year. Whereas they've been having issues with fires on the moors from the steam engines making the sparks, but with it being oil powered, it don't make any sparks. So I went up to see that. Got really sunburnt, and yeah, I went to the pub. I didn't have a pint. I got a lemonade. I felt really funny. I think I just didn't take enough to drink with me. I think it was already like 30 degrees by sort of 10 o'clock in the morning. And I've done about 6 miles walking. I've already drunk 500ml today. I brought plenty with me though. So yeah, we're going to go do them toilet systems, and I'll stop waffling and I'll crack on. Nearly there anyway.
I checked angling water. I'll check them anyway, just for due diligence.
Yeah, I can divert across to that if you want me to.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright, yeah, no worries, cheers.
Thanks a lot, thanks, guys.
I've just been diverted across to a site with no water. Now I get quite a few of these calls. It's often where angling water have got the water off. This site is linked to a school. It's not part of the school, but I think they rent a building off them. So it could be, it's half term this week, so it could be that contractors have got the water off. But they want me to go out and have a look because obviously they can't open, they can't operate without water. Last one of these I had, I turned up to a site and they said, I said, oh, angling water working outside. I said, surely they've got the water off. They said, oh yeah, they said they were going to have the water on and off all day. I said, well, what do you want me to do about it then? She says, well, some of the taps work, and I went and it was a, she says, oh, this one's working. I says, yeah, but that's a water cooler, it's fed by a bottle that's on top of it. Anyway, we'll go and have a look at this one. There's probably not a lot I can do, but they want me to attend. So yeah, we're on route. There's literally no water anywhere. Interesting. So that's all the water pressure we've got, or flow rate. Apparently the water has not been switched off. All the taps in the building are like that. This is on main, so we've got a combi. I'm not actually sure where the water comes in. Combi boiler, so everything's on mains. It's probably behind all this boxing. That's all on. That's all on. Nothing switched off on these. Is that on or is it off? That's on. It's a quarter turn one. That's on. What is going on here then? I don't know if this water comes in here. This has been on. I mean, it could be a metering issue. There's a check valve inside their meters, which I can free off with a bit of wood and a hammer. It's not behind there. I think it's behind the door. I think last time I struggled to find this. I had all the fridge out next to the boiler and everything. It's behind the door in one of the cupboards. Found ya. So that meter will do both sides. So this has been sub-metered. So what we got going on, we're coming down and then through this meter. Fortunately, they've not put another valve there. So, is it on? Yeah, that's fully on. What I could do is crack in this below here and see if we've got water there, because that'll tell us if it's a... The only other thing is if there's a pressure reduction valve somewhere hidden. There's no real water there, is there? Hardly any there. There's not enough. That should be hitting the ceiling, that. We've got about 0.001 bar there. The trouble is I've not got access to the other side, so I've no idea if there's a check valve or another stop tap somewhere else. The only other thing I can do is try gently tapping the meter and see if I can get the check valve to free off. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I knew there'd be another contractor working in the school this week, and they haven't notified the other side that the water was going to be off. So when I pulled in, the van wasn't there, and he'd gone off to get bits, so he says he's going to get the water back on. Good job I didn't make the water, but it wouldn't be my problem anyway. You know, I've done my checks, we've got no water to the sub-meter, I've not got access to the other site, so what can I do? Anyway, I'm going to go and do these toilet systems now. I need to get, well, it's only 10:30 to be fair, we're flying around. I started at 4, what time did I leave the house? Just after 4 this morning. So yeah, I did that commercial one that I didn't show you. Yeah. Anyway, I need to get to that. Well, I'll be there well before 1 because the builder's only there till 1 today. Otherwise I won't be able to get in. I'll be there for 10:50, so I'm 25 minutes away. They want me to start this side. I haven't got any bits for this side. Pan connectors. All these systems are first fixed, the other side they aren't. So I was going to do them, but I can't get in. I've probably got bits to do one, but these panels are going to take some cutting anyway. This is all trespass. So I'll get these panels lifted off and then we'll have a look, see if we can get the first pan set up. Hopefully these systems are all in the middle of where I set them up, but yeah, we'll see. I did them to the drawing. There's a little bit of play on the flush pipes anyway. The reason I use a suction cup for these panels so you don't scratch them. So all we do is literally pull, builds up pressure on the gauge, and then you can just lift. I'll actually give myself 9 out of 10 on that one because it's in the middle. I don't know if I've got anything to cut these. These are Trespa, these are. It's like pre-finished panels. Metal jigsaw blade, I might have one. I'm going to have to cut these out as well. I can tell straight away that one down there at the end we're going to have fun with because it's not in the middle. Trouble is that one there, I'm going to have to alter the soil pipe and it runs all the way through. So I'm going to struggle. I struggled to move it first time, now I'm going to struggle to move it again. I don't quite know what's gone wrong there, but I'll have to get over it. It's not even close, that one. That's going to be fun to alter that soil because it goes back through there. I can get over it and just have to struggle. That one there's a slip that I put in last time. It wants to be there, doesn't it? I'll see if I've got a socket in the van. The clip was in the way. I couldn't get to the screws on it. I do have a 4-inch black socket in the van. That's what I'm going to use. Piss on me now, I should have put gloves on, sure. Need a piece of pipe, 135mm. Grease is your friend. Push that one in there. Piece of pipe. 245. Plenty of slick and grease. So my slip socket should go somewhere near my orange mark. I don't know if you can see, but the clip is there as a guide anyway. So we know it's not going to go too far. If it goes right to the clip, it will be a little bit far, but it's still going to be in. If I can get you an angle. There we go. That's it, nearly the orange mark. I think that's somewhere close where we need to be. That's it, that's that moved across. Camera's got some grease. Just got to move the cistern now, which is the easy bit. I know we've lost that clip there, I'll get some strap banding around that in a minute. It's fairly solid anyway. 5 to 12, I'm already out of energy today. It's just the heat and the early start. Either that or we'll just do like a massively offset flush pipe. No, we better not, I'm only joking. Smelly poo heads. I always think on these jobs when stuff like this is wrong, you're better off just sorting it rather than throwing your dummy out the pram. Because I didn't set these out, I only went to the builder's measurements, and in fairness he apologised, he said the drawing's wrong. But you know, these things happen. ultimately, I want to do more work for him again. If I act like a little bit of an idiot, there's other words could be used there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to use you again. Or as if you just get on with it and get it sorted, you're more likely to pick up more work. So yeah, just better off keep your mouth shut, even if it's really annoying. I don't like doing work once really, let alone twice. Just better off just doing it. Because the good time I've moaned about it, I could have just sorted it. Dad's got that bit all sorted. I'm going to get my lunch now. Probably not going to film any more of this afternoon. I'll probably do it in a separate video. But I've got to get these panels cut, try and get these pans set up, and then I've got to move next door, and I've got these 3 cisterns. It's basically a mirror image on the back side. So I've got the soil pipe to alter, 3 cisterns to mount, 3 cisterns to pipe up. Hopefully we can get in there in a minute. We'll have a little bit of a catch up in the van on the way home, so yeah, I'll see you there. I forgot it was Tuesday today. I thought it was Monday because it was bank holiday. I have to pick my mum up on a Tuesday and my mum's friend. It's like Tom's taxi service. So I'm a little bit late, but I'll have to wait. I've started, well, normally what I do when I get home now is I do 7 miles on the exercise bike. I don't know if I'm going to do 7 miles tonight, but it's red hot. The van is showing 37. I'm not built for temperature. So yeah, I'm a little bit late. How far are we away? 36 minutes away. So yeah, I'm probably going to wrap this one up there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, a like is always appreciated. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. I'll catch you all next time.